Okay, so this video is going to be a bit of a mess. It's kind of off the cuff, but I really wanted to do it because apparently on June 19th, 2022, Treasure Games had its 30th anniversary, and my goodness, I love this company. I just love Treasure Games. They've been like a staple of my childhood. I can't even express in words how much they meant to me as a kid and as an early gamer. I remember, back in the 90s, all the way back in the prehistoric days where you would have to, go to Blockbuster or go to whatever kind of video store and, you would rent out a game or a movie, and we didn't really have the internet. It wasn't widely accessible like it is now, so you would have to either own a gaming magazine subscription, or your parents would, of course, because you didn't have any money. But you had no idea if a game was good or not unless you had a magazine or anything like that, or just word of mouth. You would talk with your friends on the playground or whatever, and you would know what game was good or what game was bad. And you're kids, you don't have good sense of taste or of nuance or anything like that, so you would usually end up getting recommended games that are either amazing or just complete garbage. It was a complete mixed bag, roll of the dice. But I remember every time I would see that logo, that freaking little purple and gold box opening up on the screen, I knew that was top quality. That was good stuff right there. I remember my very first Treasure game. I think it was Dynamite Heady, actually. That game was just the perfect amount of style and substance. It was just a competent and well-made platformer. And, like I said, it wasn't anything amazing. It was just competent, but the presentation, the music, the way the characters moved and animated, it just sparked something within my brain, that creative spark. And it actually wanted me to, think of maybe getting into game creation or game development for a while. I don't know, just all their games are just so inspired and so pure. I'm just kind of getting ahead of myself. I'm saying too much. Mischief Makers, that was my second one. And oh boy. I mean, if you've been on my channel long enough, you know how much I love that game. I freaking streamed it multiple times. I was even thinking of maybe streaming it again tonight a little bit. But it's just, once again, the gameplay is fun. It's a 2.5D sort of thing, which was starting to kind of wane in popularity around the N64, PS1 days. That kind of jump into 3D, and everyone was clamoring about Mario 64 and Banjo-Kazooie, and so it kind of got left on the wayside a bit. But I don't know, it was undeserved. People should have given it a chance, and I feel like it would have been a lot bigger if there wasn't that whole push to, have games be made in 3D nowadays, or, with a lot of indie games that are sort of trying to emulate that. I feel like it would have just been a runaway success if it was released just a couple of decades after. But who knows? I mean, we did get Marina and Rakugaki Showtime. That's something. I mean, nobody really played it. Probably never will play it again because there's this whole legal thing with I think Enix and Treasure of who owns the rights to that game or that character, because it was a joint project. It was made with Enix before they became Square Enix and Treasure. But who knows? Old games live on nowadays. They don't quite die. They just kind of go through this metamorphosis and change. That's where we got Double Shake. So I hope that's good. It looks good. I played one of the earlier demos, and I'm holding out hope for it. Because Treasure, as a company, has always been amazing. They've always been kind of that underdog. They've always had that underdog spirit, because a lot of people remember Capcom. They remember Konami, which a lot of people from Treasure came from. They remember, of course, Sega, Nintendo, all these other amazing companies. But freaking Treasure has always been there. They've always been grinding out amazing games. And they've gotten very little recognition for it, unfortunately. And while, yes, they're still around, I think they just, like, re-release and publish games now. I don't think they actually develop any games. They're kind of like a really small company now. But they just deserve all of the recognition in the gaming community for just continuing to just release banger after banger after banger and just go unnoticed. And I know this tiny little video that I belted out in like freaking couple of minutes, no script, isn't going to be worth anything. It's not going to be a friggin' penance of what they deserve. It's just going to be a mere penance of what they deserve. I can't even speak now. But I hope that, you know, they get the props that they deserve. And one day, which I doubt this will ever happen, maybe they can make a comeback in some way, shape, or form, or their IPs can make a comeback in, like, you know, indie developed games, or maybe more re-releases. You know, we still don't got Mischief Makers on the freaking Switch virtual console thing, and we probably never will, but I'm holding out that one day we can get more of their games out to the public. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. It wasn't very good. I mean, none of my videos are, but I appreciate what little support I get. So I will see you guys later.